check out the website or scan the QR code. We look forward to seeing you at Craftopia.
Oh, well, this is exciting, isn't it? So we are here with Polkadoodles. As I mentioned, actually, on the earlier Hunky Dory show, I was like, you wait for this, because we had so many great deals on colouring mediums on that show. And I was like, oh my, when you see what we've got here, you'll be able to kind of work them with some of the stencils and things like that.
If you want to practice your colouring.
Oh, and the prices are just so good in this show again. We put it all on the web. If you have seen any of the Polkadoodles shows before that have been deal shows, all that's happened, isn't it, when we've done the shows together, has been like sell out.
Yeah, just chaotic, crazy. So yes, shop ahead. If there's anything you've got your eye on, don't wait.
No, and some stuff's got really great quantities, but obviously some stuff, it is more limited. So that's the other reason to kind of shop as quickly as you can. Let's start with this, because honestly, I don't even know what we're about to do with this, because Laura just came in and said this price, and I'm like, are you joking? So I'm like, right, I'm going to start with it.
Yes.
Because this is such a lovely stamp, isn't it? Such a gorgeous stamp set
image. Nikki has a really lovely drawing
She's great,
style.
Isn't she?
Polkadoodles is the perfect name, because it is a doodly style of drawing. And this cute little gnome in his little toadstool.
So sweet.
Really sweet. Nikki's stamps are made in the UK and they are photopolymer, which is the best quality stamps that you can get. So you're always going to get really crisp, nice, easy images with these. You've got some really good sentiments with him. And if you've just bought some colouring mediums, then these are the sort of stamps that are lovely to colour.
And it's lovely to have that inspiration of the colour that you can see there as well, of course, that you're going to go with. Now, at £8.99 for a stamp of that size, all of the extra bits, of course, that come with it, with the wording, is a brilliant price. But we are not talking today even kind of going, you know, if I said under a £5, people would be like, wow, okay,
bargain.
Queen.
Yes.
Honestly, I'd get straight in, because we're not going to even just go to under £5 on this. Are you ready? Because this is going to kind of set precedence for the show and for what these deals are all about. £2.99. I mean, when do you see stamp sets at £2.99?
Never.
Never.
I mean, I know what these cost to get made, and I think Nikki must have lost her marbles.
Yeah. I mean, it's 8 o'clock at night. She was obviously just like, I'll just schedule a show that people would want at this time of the day. It is fantastic. And I just think as well, you know, the fact that you've got your welcome, your bon voyage that you can see, of course, there. You've got your gnome, you've got your alone that we can see there. So there's lots of different sentiments you'll use, but then you have got that fantastic image. And it is just so lovely that they are there sort of floating along, your little ladybird sitting at the top, your flowers and everything like that.
Pretty. And I think this is a sort of stamp that works for any occasion, really. Ideal, obviously, for a voyage, for, you know, if someone's going travelling or whatever. But actually, it works for all ages and all occasions. Who doesn't love a gnome?
Oh, I know. And I just think it feels really fun. You know, it would be a great one maybe for retirement. It would be a great one for your best friend, for example. Put a little funny sentiment with it instead.
Yes, yeah, it would. It fits so many occasions.
Definitely. And they are, you know, just there, and it's a lovely size as well. So whether you're kind of wanting this as the centre image on a card, whether you're wanting to stamp that inside, whether you're thinking, well, you know, top of a box or anything like that, it's going to work, isn't it, across all of those things?
It will, yeah. It will cover you for so many occasions. And I know lots of people do collect gnomes as well, don't they?
Yeah, definitely. And that's the other thing. Mix it up with your colours, for example, and it could then go from spring and summer, but it could move to Christmas, of course, by putting a different sentiment.
You can mix up the colours. Nikki in the colouring there has put those stripes and the dots on his hat. It's actually plain, so you've got the freedom. You can colour him how you want to.
Absolutely.
She's kind of stuck with red and black there, but you can bring in all the fun colours.
An amazing starter price, of course, that you've got just there at £2.99 for you to be able to jump in and take advantage of that. Now, we have got a lovely set, actually, that we can come to just here that we're able to share with you. And again, you know, just something that is going to make you smile, I think, every time you look at it.
These are adorable. I'm gutted that Kat isn't on floor today because she's got a thing about frogs, hasn't she?
Yeah. We have frogs all over, Jordan, don't we?
She would love these sets.
Yeah.
She's had us all drawing frogs to put on the wall in the studio. So,
and I just love the play on words. You're unforgettable. I find you quite riveting. Let's get a Coca-Cola. And sorry, I totally forgot that we've got there. But then, of course, all of those wonderful elements, when I spin it around, they're pretty decent size as well. They're much bigger than you see on the front.
They're always a little bit bigger than the packaging because you have to scale it down to fit on the front.
So that's the first set that we've got. Let's then come across to the second set. And you can see again, you know, no matter the weather, we're friends forever.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah, you crack me up. You've got your miss you there, hello sunshine. And then just those wonderful images of those ducks that just have the most beautiful faces. But then you've got all of these elements to build scenes. You've got obviously your kite. You've got a lovely little girl in the middle with her rain boots on and her umbrella.
She is so cute. I really, really love Nikki's drawing style. Nikki does have a Facebook group as well, Polkadoodles.
Oh, fabulous, yeah.
And she does a live every weekend, so you'll get lots of inspiration. And Nikki is an amazing colourist, so you'll get lots of hints and tips over on her Facebook group on how to colour these.
Third set, because this is where again you've got another gorgeous sort of frog that's there. Absolutely. But then obviously the bee, and again it's just smiling, just going across there, the butterflies, all of the other elements. And
exactly. And of course with the other frog set, along with this one, you can mix and match because of course the sentiments from that set are going to work equally well with this little frog, and you've got all those bugs and little elements that are going to work.
We're friends forever. You never bug me as well. You're a toady sweetheart. So there's just some really, really
great
good
fun
good ones.
sort of sentiments.
And then this is beautiful as well. So this is also in the set. So all 4 of these stamp sets. And I just love that kind of seeing the flowers.
I love that flower cart with all the flowers.
Wow.
This one would be lovely to colour. I think this is my favourite actually. I do love florals.
Yeah, definitely. Give it time, I'll grow on you. I mean, we always hope with that, don't we, with some people? And do you know what? I've heard it work quite a lot, where people have sort of, you know, asked somebody out and they've said no, they've asked them out again.
Yes.
And a few years later, they do, and then they get married and things like that.
Funny,
so
isn't it?
you never know. But yeah, lovely again images. I mean, when you're thinking of kind of Mother's Day coming up, things like that, there's a lot of images here I think would work for that.
Oh yes, perfect for Mother's Day. Yeah,
definitely. And this one as well, believe me, you're the pick of the bunch, is another absolutely lovely play on words. So all 4 of those sets. Now we should be looking, of course, at $35.96. You've already checked out quite a few of you at that price. You're not paying it, of course you're not. We did say it's a deal show, it's a sales show that we're about to come to. But the great thing is, you jump in early, you then get the same discount anyway.
Yes, and you've secured it because sometimes when we do these deal shows, we don't have huge stocks of some of the items, so it's best to get in quick.
Yeah, Laura's just going to make this price is so good. I don't know where this one's going to. She only told me the price of the first one, so we'll see. Oh my goodness!
Oh wow!
Oh wow, that is
for 4 sets. That's incredible.
That takes them down to £3 a set.
It's amazing. I mean, I would buy these just for the sentiments at that price, because quite often when I'm using like Sizzix floral dies, I'm looking for sentiments that are going to work with die sets, because they don't always have sentiments. So that's incredible value.
I mean, we're now at a third of the price, so you could buy 3 of these sets for the price that you should be buying 1 of these sets. And obviously you have got those wonderful images. You said those really incredible sentiments. We are looking now at 20% of that stock having been allocated. 30% gone now. See, this is what happens. I say a number and then Laura's like, no,
by the time you said it, it's changed.
Yeah, exactly. Bit of a wait on the phone lines with this. Lots of you with it in your baskets as well, on the web, on the app. Again, if you do want to go for them individually, they are there on the website, but this is the best way to be able to get them the very, very best price that you can get them today, because that is $2.99 again a set for you to be able to get these. It is bonkers, you're right. And it is just the amount of elements that you're actually getting within these.
It is, and you know, having all 4 sets does mean you can use
mix and match
the sentiments from one with
well.
another.
100%. And I just think actually having the 4 of them, just think about how many different occasions you're going to cover.
You're kind of covering, they're quite general, aren't they, in theme, in terms of who you can give them to and what occasion you can cover.
Definitely. And like you say, mix and match with some of those sentiments if you want to. Add some of those images together if you'd like to as well, because they will work just so well to be able to do that as well. So that is that. I'm going to leave it with you. I mean, over half the stock has now been allocated. There's loads you still with it in your baskets. We'll see if we have any available towards the end of the show. I'm not sure. Let's come then to these. Now, these are individual stamp sets. And when you said about that doodle nature.
I love all of these. This is very classic Nikki style.
Definitely.
And these are the type of images. I've been following Nikki for years, actually.
Yeah.
And I used to buy a lot of her digital images way back when I first started actually learning how to colour with alcohol markers.
Okay.
Nikki's images are perfect if you are learning to colour, because the doodly style is fun, but it's also quite forgiving as well. If you're not perfect with your colouring, it doesn't really matter. When you've got this sort of sketchy style, it's quite forgiving.
Yeah. Do you want to see what we're going to do price-wise on these? So £12.99. Again, that is the should-be price. On these, they are quite limited already. And again, way better than half price. I mean, that's 14 stamps, £4.99.
Big set this is for that money. You can see the size of
I know, the size. I mean, just that main image just there is absolutely amazing, isn't it? But then the other flowers and the way that you can build kind of big scenes out of this if you wanted to.
And this is kind of a collection, although we've got them individually. I would say you're probably going to want to go for, if not all of them, as many as you can stretch to. Because they are going to mix and match really well.
Absolutely makes sense. So that is the first one of this collection, £4.99 for you to be able to jump in and take advantage. Half the stock's gone already on that one. So again, I think actually all of these are likely to sell out. So because again, with that one-off P&P, the fact that you can enable yourself to get them all is brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's the first. As we said, they do work together, and you can see how when we kind of turn these, because you see these different flowers, different elements.
I love the colours Nikki's used on this packaging. Those lovely sort of purples and pinks together.
And again, as we spin that around, just look at the size of these as well, because straight away that is just a massive statement. But if you wanted to, you could kind of double stamp, triple stamp and extend that, couldn't you?
Yes, you could create a whole sort of, a whole background, whole meadow. Really fun to colour. You can see from the way Nikki's coloured them that she's done some really cool sort of blending techniques. If you've bought colouring mediums today and you want to practice, then this is a great set for that.
And again, time to fly or time to bloom, you know, just such lovely words which people always need to hear.
And these are the sentiments that I'm grabbing to use with other things like dyes that, you know, I've got a lot of flower dyes. So
and do you know what I always really, really love, right, about Nikki is she doesn't leave a space. So like you've got paint splodges here. You probably wouldn't expect to get that with this set, but actually she's gone, I've got a little space, what can I pop in here?
Fit something in. And those little splodges are great.
So usable, aren't they?
They're so useful, not just for the set that they come with, but just in general for all your crafting.
Definitely. So it's there again at £4.99 for you to be able to jump in and take advantage of that one. We are limited on that one already. Another one, I mean, this one for me is just very magical in terms of it.
And I think if you've gone for the last one, this one coordinates so beautifully, and Nikki even coloured it in similar sort of shades, those lovely pinks and purples together.
Yeah, definitely. And I just love that openness of the flower, and then I love the fact that we've got those very different though, aren't they, in terms of the toadstools and
very, really, really doodly and fun. And you've got so many elements in this set. You know, that lovely sort of flower on its own, you could create a whole background with that, a whole pattern, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
And then put one of the other flowers in the foreground. So many different ways you can use it when you've got individual elements like this.
Limited, again, already on that one that we can see. But there's another one, again, I think would just cross over so perfectly with everything that we're seeing there as well. They're very pretty, aren't they? Very stylised.
Lovely. And I love all the little sort of swirls and doodles that she adds.
Yeah, I do as well. And again, you could just picture, couldn't you, kind of using multiples of these for backgrounds, using that as border strips or anything like that.
And just those little bubbles, they're just great to use as a sort of background filler.
They are. Lovely little hearts, obviously lovely little extras with this one as well. And that's 17 stamps there for £4.99. So
mad.
Again, absolutely a superb opportunity for you to be able to get this. A lot of the ones we've showed you so far have already sold out. The rest of them are limited already. So it's about to go. Going to sell out any second. Final one from this collection.
Isn't she adorable? I love the way Nikki's coloured her hair as well.
Yeah, she's very cool, isn't it? Yeah, it's wicked. It's kind of like giving me hair envy. And again, all the extras.
All the
that you get with
extras,
it.
and of course the extras that you've got there won't just be suitable for her. They're going to go if you've got other character stamps. They're lovely sort of scene builders.
Aren't they just? And you know, that little chick that you've got, obviously the lovely little butterfly, all those hearts, those flowers, those extras, you are special, that we can see there as well. And we are at £4.99. So
Mad.
it is, a superb price for you to be able to jump in and take advantage of that one as well. So massive well done, of course, if you do manage to get them. As I say, they've either sold out or they're limited across every single one of those. So just jump back onto the web if you haven't got yours yet, just to see if there is any availability in the one that you'd like to get. Okay, I'm going to come to these die sets next because these have both previously sold out.
Yes,
and we are
quite
about
recently,
to
actually.
Great deal on them as well, aren't we?
Which is crazy when they didn't launch very long ago. Nikki's already given us a deal.
I just think as soon as you see that, you know, your nested hearts, so different to anything I've ever seen before. And then when we have a look at how much you actually get out of it, it's unbelievable, isn't
when
it?
you see the actual die cuts, you realise there's a lot there, isn't there? It's, you know, it looks like a small set, but actually, no, you've got all those individuals. And these are great just for giving your cards a bit of an individual look, rather than just plain circles. These are great for framing. You know, you could pop any one of those flower stamps in the centre of one of these. Great card design, a character. They're beautiful.
And you could add, you know, colour to this, suddenly it's a sunshine.
Yes, exactly.
You know, it's changed up, isn't it? Crafter in West Sussex, Vicky, Crafter in West Yorkshire, Nicola, Wendy, Elaine and Mina, you'd all jumped in before we even came to this deal. And that's what is a great idea to do.
That's what you need to do with these
You've guaranteed your spot.
You know it's going to be a bargain.
Exactly. It's £12.99. It's back in stock today for you to be able to actually take advantage of this as well. And let me just show you this sample, for example, because just look at what you could actually do with this.
Very subtle, just white on a nice pale pink stencil background.
It's lovely, isn't it?
But
to just do things
just
like
lovely to build up a background or frame something.
And I just think, you know, you don't see things like this where you get something that you could never create without a die cutting machine. It wouldn't be possible. But also you get so many different elements that suddenly when you actually cut them all out, as you can see on this board, you go, oh my goodness, I didn't realise that I could do that amount of things with this one die set. And the little hearts are really lovely little. They're very stylish, aren't they, as well?
Very.
And I love as well, you know, you've got your hearts in that ring, but then you've got this very cool sort of cutout and etched sort of look. So it really does mix it up, and then the perfect circles are included as well. Yeah,
they're lovely. They're great for background elements, actually.
Oh yeah, I can see that, definitely. So again, £12.99. It is back in stock for you to be able to get today. What we are just doing is basically spanning through as many of these deals that we can. Obviously, if we have time, we can always come back to things, but we just don't want you to miss out on anything because there's a lot to fit into the show, isn't there? The other one that is back in stock is your shutter die. So you can see it comes like this, that you can see, and then I'll show you the board to how it actually cuts out. I've never seen anything like that.
It's very clever,
isn't it?
Because it's a lovely backdrop. Just think of, you know, that white one there. Pop a flower on there, and it's just beautiful. And you can cut it out from a circle. So it doesn't have to be a circle either, because of course you can die cut a shape and then put this over the top, and you'll get the stripes. You can do all sorts of things with it. But it is a lovely background and to create a focal point.
I'm also just picturing as well, you know, sort of like if you did a sunset in the background and then you pop this on top, you'd almost look like you were actually looking through a view onto the ocean or onto the sunset or anything like that.
And of course you could even weave ribbon through it.
Of course you could,
if you wanted to.
And that would be really nice. And either way, you can go that way, that way, can't it? So horizontal or vertical. It looks really, really good as well. So again, back in stock. Look at that price. We are talking £9.99 for you to be able to come in and take advantage of this one. So that for the dies, and I think for how much you'll use this as well, I think again is just such a great price.
Really useful.
And you always see that with certain things where you go, that's a bit different. They just sell out on the launch so quickly. So it's always super, of course, when we are able to bring them back to you and match those incredible prices. So £9.99 for you to get that. We do also have your Daisy 8x8 paper pad. 30 sheets in this as well.
Really pretty, very very this season, very spring-like.
Yeah, definitely.
Really pretty colours and patterns. Going to go really nicely with any of the stamp sets, actually.
Definitely. So 10 different designs in this. You are going to get 3 of each of them as well. 120 GSM that we're seeing with this. And once again, I love that these could just be backgrounds. I love that you can obviously snip into this if you want to.
Yeah, and 120 GSM, they're lightweight enough to do mats and layers without making your card really bulky.
Definitely.
Which is nice because when I'm using pattern papers that all go together so well, I like to mix and match the patterns on one card.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which I'm not usually brave enough to do unless it's from the same collection, because you can go so wrong combining patterns. But when you've got a collection like this, you know they're designed to work together.
It's beautiful, isn't it? These designs as well. Look at the images.
You've got a lovely mix, really. You know, like that one, you really wouldn't need to do much to add to that.
But then nice, you've got the kind of ditzy, smaller flowers as well. Really
and I
lovely.
think the sort of more, that one's more of a background. Great to use with any of your die cuts and your stamped images.
So as you can see, they're the 10 designs, but then you are, of course, going to get 3 of each of them because there are 30 sheets within this. So it's a really, really lovely mix that you are able to get. Now, £9.99, that is the should-be price that we should be at. Again, nice saving on this. We are going to take this down to £5.99 for you to be able to get this. I mean, it's just, you just can't lose, can you, at that sort of price for the quality of the papers that we're actually getting and, of course, that deal price that you're seeing?
And 8x8 is a good size because that's probably the largest most of us would ever go on a card front.
Yes.
So it means you've got enough here to do 6x6 or I tend to do 6x6 generally, or
yeah, of course.
or smaller cards. So that means I'm going to get a lot out of this set.
Yeah, absolutely, without a doubt. So do take advantage. £5.99 today is the only paper pack that we do have a discount on today as well. So if that is what you are looking for, there's nothing else that we can compare to this. Again, 20% has gone already on this, so massive, massive well done if you have jumped straight in and managed to take advantage of that. Lots of you still coming through. Kim, Jacqueline, Tracy, Denise, we've got Janet and Wendy, we've got Joanna, we've got Louise, we've got Sylvia just joining us. You'll be answering in a moment. So massive well done, of course, if you've got those. Lots of you have spotted the enamel dots on the website as well.
Oh, these are adorable.
The colours again.
The colours are lovely.
Wow.
And I use these not just for my card making.
Okay.
I use these for a lot of my supplies. I use them on, if I've got blending brushes, like I've got the plain black wooden ones.
Yes, yeah.
I put a dot on the top, so I keep one for each different colour family. So there's lots of other ways I use these as well as on my card fronts, but they are lovely on your cards.
Which is, yeah, it's, yeah, they are. They're just the opposite way round, aren't they? That you can see smaller to bigger on the opposite way. But you will get 2 sets of these across the colourways that we've got. They're self-adhesive as well that you're actually getting. And I just love that, like, graduation of those sizes that you see.
It's nice to have the different sizes because depending on what size card you've used, you might want to have a mix of sizes.
Yeah, of course.
The colours are beautiful. The colours are very spring-like, so they're going to go beautifully if you've gone for the papers. They're going to coordinate nicely.
Definitely.
But with the florals as well, they're going to be perfect.
And especially in those colourways, which you don't often see, those kind of pastel hues and tones.
And it's good you get 2 packs because these are the kind of things you...
yeah, you want more of.
You both want more of and you kind of hoard.
Yes, I can imagine that. 192 in total, 11.98 is the should-be price. Let's get that price down again because you can buy one and you can get one free today. So £5.99 for the duo, which of course is then taking that down to £2.99 a set today.
Which is incredible value when you look at how many are on there. There's a lot.
Yeah, and the perfect finish, of course, of them as well. And going right down to those kind of teeny-weeny ones, which you often don't see. Nice having the bigger sizes, but I just think it's lovely to have that.
It is nice to have the small because quite often if you're kind of putting these around a sentiment in a bit of a triangle, I tend to do large, medium and small when I'm doing that, and it looks beautiful. It balances nicely when you mix the sizes.
And nice, of course, to be able to pop them into the middle of flowers, things like that, of course, as well.
Yes, perfect for that, yeah.
Yeah, so buy one get one free. That is the deal that we've got for you today. So £5.99 for the duo that you can see there. Lovely, lovely mix of different colourways in your enamel dots. Self-adhesive as well, so it makes it even easier to be able to obviously attach that
Yeah,
to
you
your
literally
projects.
peel them off, pop them on your card, and I can see some of you multiplying, and that's what I'd be doing because, you know, they are consumables, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. And you are getting 2 for the price of 1. So if you go for double, you think about it,
Yeah,
you're
you're
paying
going
the
to
price,
get 4
you're paying
packs.
for 2. Yeah, 4. Right, we've got stencils as well. Now I'm going to come through these individually, but I will let you know that we do also have a bundle. So if you want them all, the bundle is there, or alternatively, you can go for them individually. It's totally up to you. Now, they are layering stencils, all of these, aren't they?
Yes. So by building up the pattern, you create a full pattern. You can use individual layers. You can use your paste through these. You can ink through them. And Nikki makes her stencils quite thick, so you can even run them through your die cutting machine with cards.
Get a good emboss, don't
and
they?
get an emboss. I've done one earlier actually just to show you. So you just need a rubber mat. If we get time, I'll show you, but you're going to get that effect.
You can see that emboss, can't
you need a good quality stencil to be able to do that. Because it's got to be quite thick, but these are. So that's another look. And they layer up. You'll notice on the stencil there's a little hole at the top and bottom corners. All you would do is put a little pencil mark through that, and then you can line up the next stencil.
And I think what I always like as well, obviously 3 stencils in this set, is the fact that you can layer them all up to do this, but you don't have to. And it might be that you were thinking, well, you just wanted the foliage, for example. You could do that.
Yes.
You can kind of use one layer and then think, oh, I like it like that. Actually, I'm going to have that as my background.
You can stop at any point or pick out elements. And of course, these are a good size. These are sort of A5.
They're really good, aren't
they? You can just pick out a little bit if you just want a little bit in the background. You don't have to do the whole stencil every time.
Exactly. So let's get that price down, shall we? So £15.99. Again, that is the should-be price for you to be getting the 3 layering stencils that we're seeing here. Instead, £10.99 for you to be able to get it. All of them, again, are limited individually, but of course we have got them as part of a bundle as well, so it's completely up to you. So that is £10.99. Now, the one that you just showed just there, the chevron layering stencils, let's just come across to that one next, because you saw how well that embosses, of course.
Yes.
And I just think this is something that you are going to use so much.
This is such a classic design. I think this one's great for cards for men.
Oh, yeah, I can understand that.
I think there's 2
in this one.
Yeah.
So yeah, great opportunity for you being able to do this, and you know, as it says, you know, the fact that you've got that mass, so you can create that multicoloured chevrons that you're seeing here,
which you wouldn't be able to do because, of course, that's the beauty of the layering. Because when you put the second stencil on, it masks off what's already
it's clever,
inked.
isn't it?
So you can come in with different colours and create an effect like that, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's fabulous. And £8.99 plus it's really easy because as soon as you put them down, you just whack your colour on and it's created.
Takes seconds. Isn't it? Yeah, it's very quick.
We've then got boho petals, your layering stencils that you're seeing here as well. And I think, I love this. This is one of my favourite.
Very cool. This one has got 5 stencils in it. So 5 layers, which give you this really cool background.
Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? It feels to me kind of very timeless as well. I think anybody would love this.
It feels retro, but yes, equally modern.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Like this could be, you know, 60s, 70s. It could be today. And it depends what colours you use, I suppose.
Yeah, and of course you can keep the colours all within one colour family. Do sort of light to dark of all greens or all blues, or you can do a lovely little rainbow like Nikki's done there.
£14.99 on that one. That is for 5 that we've got. This is cool as well. So these are the boho circles that we've got here in terms of the layering stencils, and this one is 4, but again remember that you can absolutely use them in loads of different ways because there's dozens of different configurations depending on how you layer them, what you decide to do with them as well.
And of course again you can just pick out circles if you just want a little bit of circle sort of shadow on something. You can just pick out 1 or 2, so there are so many different ways you can use these, you know, depending on if you use all the layers or one of the layers. You can play around with it, and there's 4 layers in this one.
Really good. And the fact it's got squares, it's got teardrops as well as the circles, so it's all about which layers you sort of decide to use in terms of what you create with
exactly.
them. £12.99 for that one. Now have a look at this one, because this one, the Nomad Stripe, boho Nomad Stripe that we're seeing, this is very
fun,
cool, isn't it?
I mean, very striking when you use them all together like that in a rainbow, isn't it? You
Your
can just pop
eye
a
is
character
just-
on there
yeah.
and your card's done.
And you feel like that can't be flat. Do you know what I mean? You sort of look at that
Yeah,
thinking, there's no
it
way.
looks so dimensional, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. So again, 2 of these layering stencils that you've got there, so £8.99. So that's if you want them individually, but of course there is that option to be able to go for them all. So that is where we do, of course, get this one, which is your boho nomad stripe layering. So 2 are there. We then have this one, which is 4 stencils that, of course, we can come to within this. Then we come across to your petals. So you've got your boho petals. Once you layer that up and there's 5 stencils in this, you can create something like that. We've then got your chevrons, 2 extra stencils in that one. And do remember, of course, that's why you're getting that multicolour, because of the fact that you can layer them up and mask off. And then finally, the first one we showed you, your perfect poppies, which is another 3 of your layering stencils that can create this or a multitude of different patterns, depending on how you do it as well.
Very pretty.
£77.95 is the should be price, okay? You're about to save an amazing, amazing amount with this. Gosh.
Wow.
£40
When you
off.
think how many actual stencils are in there, because each one of those sets has got multiples.
I think it's 16. Yeah, is that right?
Wow.
So 16 altogether. Oh my gosh. And again, because of the quality of them, like you said, the fact that you can actually emboss
you can actually
these
run
as well.
them through your machine, yeah.
Brilliant. So if you want to look at the finishes that these, of course, will create, you can see them just here. So you've got that one is your first one, of course. Don't forget that you also have that amazing chevron look that we can see. You have got this, which is just absolutely beautiful with your boho petals that we're seeing. Of course, we've also got your boho circles. I love this. The more and more I see it, the more I'm thinking, oh my word, what I can do with that.
The different combinations you could do with that one are endless.
Yeah, definitely. And then you've got this one as well. So all of those come into you, 16 stencils in total at £37.99, which is £40 off. Would you like to do a demo?
Yeah, shall we?
Yeah, what would you like to do it on?
I thought we'd start with the gnome, actually.
A good idea, I think. So that was £2.99. So
yes.
And we do have a good availability on this, which is great, obviously, at that sort of price. So you have, of course, got the chance to be able to get this.
And I knew how crazy this show was going to be and that I'd be short on time because it would just be mad. So I made a start at home on the colouring so that we get to see them all coloured, because I know what Nikki's shows are like and things sell out before I can
100%.
demo them and it all goes a bit crazy. So I've made a start because I want to show you, as much as the colouring, I want to show you how I'm going to put it together into a card, because we've got those lovely pattern papers
Exactly, yeah, very
and
true.
the enamel dots. So I've made a bit of a start. I've coloured in the toadstool, the little ladybird, and I've just got the sort of
nice.
the water. So we'll start with that. And what I'm going to do, when I'm colouring an image like this, I sort of move around the image. So if I do the water now, then I can move to his hat, so that by the time I come back to do those little lily pads, the water will be a bit dry.
Okay.
So, and also the water, I am adding quite a bit of water because I don't want it to be too sort of too strong a colour.
No.
I'm using distress inks to colour these. These are just so nice to colour in. Whatever medium you want to practice with, really, I think these images are lovely because they're a good size. They're big enough that they're not too fiddly to colour.
Yes, yes.
But you've got enough area to work with as well if you want to sort of practice shading and that kind of thing.
Yeah, of
So
course.
that's my
That looks
water.
good, doesn't it?
So we'll move on from there. And I think because I'm going to bring in all of these beautiful papers for the background, I'm going to colour his hat and the flag. I think we're going to go with sort of turquoise and pink together because I've got those colours in that stripy background.
Yes, okay.
So I'm kind of switching it up a bit. So I think we'll do the flag. This is salvaged patina. It's a nice turquoise.
Beautiful colour, isn't it?
Now on the packaging, Nikki had done a stripe on the flag, so you can absolutely put a pattern on there if you want to. And then we're gonna do the rest of his hat. I've done the heart in the middle, and I'm gonna do the rest in pink.
Yep.
Because I've kind of picked colours from the pattern cardstock really.
Yeah.
So definitely lovely to practice with these.
Isn't it? Definitely.
So I'm just going all over with quite a light wash really. And then depending on how much time you want to spend, because these images are beautifully drawn, you can just colour them quite simply if you want to.
Yeah.
But if you're practicing your techniques, then you can kind of play around with them as long as you want to.
Yeah.
So I tend to start with just a base colour like this, and then I'll come in with a bit of more concentrated colour, and just put a bit of shade here and there. So, for instance, around the bottom of his hat would be a bit darker, and while it's still wet, you can kind of get quite a smooth transition between the dark and the light. And then, you know, it's probably going to be dark down one side. I always assume the light's coming from the top right.
Yes, I see what you mean.
And I do the same on every card I do, because then it saves me thinking too much.
Yeah, you sort of know where
Because if
you
I do the same every time, because really, you know,
it's just shading, isn't it? And as long as it's in the right
you're just
place,
assuming the light's coming from somewhere. There isn't really any light. So, you know, if you do the same every time, it saves you thinking too much.
And it always works then, doesn't it, as well?
Yeah. I think a lot of people do the same as me and just always do it from one place.
Yeah.
So I don't want to bring in too many colours, because that's when it starts to look a bit messy. And we'll have a little bit of pink on these little lily pads, because they've got little flowers. There we go. You can always refer to the packaging.
Yeah, exactly. It's got that inspiration if you want to copy.
And I would say the first time you colour any image of Nikki's, do it in the same colours she has.
Yes.
Because it makes it easier for you to work out what's what then. I would definitely come back in on that dragonfly and add something like a shimmer pen or something, so he's got a bit of sparkle,
definitely,
a bit of glitter or something like that. And then the last thing we've got to do are just those little lily pads.
Okay.
So we'll come in with the green. Now, ordinarily I would wait for that pink to dry, but I'll just try not to move that colour around.
Yeah.
There we go.
So nice.
So pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's just so enjoyable as well to work with things like this, isn't it? And
It
to be able to
is.
sit
It's
down
just
and-
relaxing.
Yeah, and just to, you know, the stamps are lovely, even just stamped out in your ink, your black and whites. But when you add that colour, it just brings it to life, doesn't it?
It really does. And you know, the colours that I've chosen there are very different from the ones Nikki had used.
Yeah, of course.
And you'll get a completely different look. You know, you can play around. I'm just going to wipe that off so that I don't put my lovely pattern paper in it.
No, you don't want to ruin that, do you?
No.
So just so you see exactly what you get in that stamp set, because of course it is £2.99 for you to be able to get that, and you can see what Sharon means by how different that inspiration and colour is on the front of this to what she chose to do. So you can mix it up every time you stamp this out if you want to. And then of course you've got the sentiments as well. So you've got your bon voyage, you've got your welcome gnome that we're seeing there as well. So there's lots and lots of things that of course you can pop with these as well. And it is just £2.99 today, so a fantastic discounted price. And it will work so well with these pattern papers because of the mix you've actually got with them.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to work perfectly. So I've got the pattern papers and I've got my card front.
Yeah.
And I've chopped down that lovely sort of daisy
That's beautiful,
as my complete background. And my card is 17 centimetres.
Okay.
So I've trimmed this down. And the bit that the offcut, I'm not going to waste either, because it lends itself to make a really nice design. And it's just the waste really. So this is going to be my background. I'm going to make sure the flowers are facing the right way up, because these have got stems on them.
Yes, of course.
So there is a right way up for this one. And then I've got some of the stripes, because I thought this is lovely, because this brings in all the colours that then I've used in my colouring. So it kind of ties it all together. And I've just put some double-sided tape on the back. And because these papers are 120 GSM, they're not too bulky. This card is still quite light, you know, if you're posting it, whatever. Because once you start, if you're using like 200 GSM card and you start matting and layering, suddenly your card weighs a ton. There we go. So I've cut that just slightly smaller, so I've got a nice border. And then I've brought in a plain layer. This is just some Sizzix card that I picked to go with the colour scheme. Now, before I pop that on, this is the offcut
I
from
see.
this piece that I chopped down. And I thought it'd be quite nice to have that going across the centre, just to add another layer. Now, it can go either above or below this.
Yeah, it looks nice both ways.
You choose. I think we'll do it above. Well. So you could go underneath, and you'll just see the edges. But I think it's quite nice if it goes over this.
See it a bit more.
You'll see a bit more of it.
Yeah, I think.
So, yeah, it's such a simple layout, but the mats and layers are what kind of give your card interest.
Yes, isn't it just gives it that real, as you look at it, you kind of picture and you see all them other bits, don't you, that are there.
And when you've got a patterned paper pack like this, it's lovely because you know whatever you grab is going to work together.
Colourways work, don't they?
Whereas if you start experimenting with all the things in your stash, you can go horribly wrong. Because you kind of
what have I done?
It's like combining patterns when you're with your clothes as well. It's a bit risky, isn't it? There we go. So that can go across the middle.
Nice.
Then we'll pop our gnome on the top. And then I'm going to bring in some of those enamel dots because they are beautiful. How can I not?
And again, with these pattern papers, the colours that are in them enamel dots, it just feels
just
like
perfect. All the colours that I've got in my coloured image are going to work really. So here you can go there, and they've just got nice little border around of that.
Fantastic.
And then the dots. They're on a sheet of acetate. The easiest way to take them off is just get a pokey tool.
Okay.
Now straight away, this goes perfectly with that.
Spot on, isn't it?
Spot on. Yeah. I think the pink goes quite nicely. The yellow, we've got the yellow here.
Yeah.
So any of these colours really, even the peach, because we've got pinks and
so much colour there.
So I think what we could do, because I've got this little bit here, we'll put one of these darker ones in the centre there, and then we'll put a pink.
Oh yes.
And we'll do one either side like that.
Yeah, that's lovely, isn't it?
It's nice having the different sizes.
100%.
And that just finishes it off really, really nicely.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Love that, look at that. And so easy to just bring all of that together as well. So don't forget, of course, if you do want those enamel dots, it is a buy one, get one free deal today as well. We're talking 192 enamel dots. You've got them in that lovely mix of colours, so different greens, blues, the fact you've got oranges, you've got pinks, yellows that we're seeing there. Half the stock of this has now gone in terms of this deal, so an amazing chance of $5.99. Also, don't forget the pattern papers, 8x8, 30 sheets, 10 different designs that we are getting, so 3 of each of these as well. And you just saw how well, of course, all these colourways work together.
Yeah.
And I just feel as I go through it, I can't choose a favourite because I'm like, oh, that's so nice.
No, and the fact that you've got different sort of scales going on.
Yes.
That damask would really go with anything.
Oh, wouldn't it? It's fabulous.
Because it's just a beautiful cream. But then some of the ones, like that one where you've got a border, you're kind of dictated to a little bit about how you'd use those. The smaller prints can just be used in the background, like that one.
Yeah, but Daisy. They're
cute, aren't they?
So Daisy, give me your, Daisy, give me your answer, do. I love that. Cute. I didn't realise it said that. And then this one again, I mean, if you wanted to snip into it, 4 border strips or anything, you could
and if you've gone for the enamel dots, the yellow ones would go beautifully with that.
Of course. That again, absolutely.
That is just stunning. I mean, that is your background, done.
Yeah,
you can just put a sentiment on that and your card's done.
Exactly, beautiful one that you use. And then, of course, we come back to the beginning. So do take advantage of that, again, at £5.99 for you to be able to jump in. Hello, Tracy. Evening, lovely ladies. What fabulous prices. Love watching Sharon's demos and great to see her work her magic with Polkadoodles.
Oh, that'll be Tracy Hay.
Oh, is it? Hello, Tracy Hay. Oh, that's
Tracy.
really nice. Oh, yeah, we all love your stuff as well, so.
Yes, she's been sending me sneak peeks today of the next collection, and it's amazing. As always.
But lovely to hear from you as well. That's absolutely fabulous. Now, let's come back across to this stamp bundle. because it has been so popular, which I'm not surprised about. This is the spring stamp bundle that we've got. £35.96 is the should-be price. We're at £11.99.
Crazy.
So we're talking a third of the price for you to be able to get this. You're unforgettable. I find you quite riveting. Let's get a Coca-Cola. Sorry, I totally forgot. And then, of course, you've got all those amazing images. And when I turn them around, you can see they're really good sizes of stamps as well.
They are.
The frog is just super cute, but
Very
the fact
cute.
that you've got the extras of the animals, the watering cans, you know, your sunshines, it's just happiness.
It's all those scene builders, all those sentiments. I mean, that bug one is just adorable with all the little,
isn't it?
all the little bugs.
And again, you can just see how well that's going to work with that initial kind of frog imagery that we can see as well.
The watering can from the first set would work beautifully with this frog as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, those two.
They're spot on with each other, aren't they?
Yeah.
They definitely are. Then we've got this one, which obviously offers you quite a lot of difference as well.
She is just adorable with her little brolly.
The placement of the hands is just like, she's so happy. She's literally just singing in the rain there, isn't she? So again, it's stunning set that we've got there. Such a lovely mix that we've got as well for you to be able to create with. And then this is your final ones where you've got those lovely sort of flower elements, but you've got your rainbow, you've got, again, your flowers, you've got some lovely sentiments that we can see with that as well. But the fact that we're down to a third of the price is just fabulous.
Crazy. Yeah.
£3 a set, that's what we're looking at, £2.99 a set for you to be able to get these, which is fantastic. I mean, there's so many stamps. 14 add 13, so that's 27. Add another 15, 37, 42. Add another 11, 53, is that right? 63.
That's a lot. There's a lot of images.
Might have added that wrong, but I think that's what it is.
You notice I kept quiet because I am terrible at maths.
63, we'll go for that. I try and be good, but I'm not.
No, I'm terrible.
But I just do my best, and then it's always wrong. And I'm like, oh, well, at least I'm doing my best. That's what they always told you.
Well, you'll be right with me because I wouldn't question it because I'm so hopeless at maths, I don't even try. So you could say anything and I'd just be, oh, yeah, that's great.
Honestly, I had to have a maths tutor. That was
So
how
did
bad
I.
I was. Did you as well? They're very helpful, though, these tutors.
Didn't do that much help for me, really. Always been my weakest subject.
Yeah, it was just the one I couldn't get at school.
Yeah, I never, and even as an adult, I just avoid anything.
Right, we don't need it now, do we? So it's fine. We're not financial advisors, luckily.
Thank God.
So that's always good. So they're there at £11.99. Do you know what? In terms of these as well, don't forget that they are available. What price are they individually? Let's just come to them individually because quite a few of them are very limited individually as well. So if you do want extras, you can do. So this is the Grow On You set that we've got here. And again, they've all got a deal. They are £8.99, obviously, at the normal price and the normal deal. We've got them down today to £3.75. So,
that's amazing.
Yeah. Obviously, if you just want in one, because $2.99 within the bundle, but £3.75 is still a brilliant price, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still a great deal if you do just want to pick.
Still way better than half price. Unforgettable, that's this set that you've got there as well. So again, lovely images that we can see on this one, as well as all the words that we can see on it also. And again, we'll bring that price straight down from £8.99 down to, of course, this deal price of £3.75 that we can see there. Next one, which obviously would work so well with this one, which is your Total Sweetheart. You can see there as well. He's just so happy, isn't he?
So
His little
cute.
smiley face. And again, matching that price at £3.75. And then there's your final one that we can see here as well. So this is your Hello Sunshine that we've got. So another absolutely lovely set, something that I think with all of these you'll reach to lots. So lots of you checking out individually, but of course the best way and the best price is to go for the bundle where they're down to £2.99 each. So a lovely mix. Now, in terms of these stamp sets, quite a few of them I think have sold out or are very limited. So we've got Honey Daisy. Oh, okay, there's only one left. Oh, well, that was lucky. That was the first one I picked. Oh, well, there's two left of this. Every other single one has sold out. So if you want to get this one, there's the final two chances. Everything else is gone. So you've got to be quick, of course, if you want to get that. Have we got any of the dies left? Should we have a look? Because they're lovely, aren't they?
They're fabulous.
Right, the heart one is limited now. Obviously, had sold out on the previous show.
Yes, so we bought it
limited
back.
availability for you to be able to get. There's so many of you with it in your basket. It's still got Staffordshire, we've got New Crafters, Pauline, Beverley, Rainey, Carol, Patricia, Claire. We've got a crafter in West Yorkshire, Greater London as well, Swansea. So loads of people there for this, yeah. And it's just when you see from that to actually how much you can create.
Yeah, there's an awful lot in this die set.
Yeah.
And these kind of shapes are just so versatile, so useful. They're so much more than just frames or nesting shapes.
I mean, that as a background is absolutely fabulous,
Gorgeous,
isn't it? To be able to
isn't it?
see kind of all of those. But again, like you say, yes, they can be frames. Yes, they can be some of your nesting dies. But also, you know, this could be bubble effect. This could be being used in your scrapbooks, in your journals, anything like that.
Yeah, if you're into mixed media, those little circles would be great for sort of tucking underneath tickets and other elements, just to give a bit of interest. And depending on what colour you cut them from, you know, if you think of like some of the ones all on Create, quite often have little circles that you tuck in under other elements. It's depending on what colour you cut them from, you're going to have so many different uses.
And then lovely to have that mix of hearts that you know you're going to reach to all the time as well, which is fantastic. The other die set is the shutter die set that you can see here as well. So you've got that shutter circle die that, of course, we can see with this. Got some lovely samples just there, haven't we, as well? So obviously, as it's cut out, you can see it there in terms of the cutout, in terms of it being in the card. But then when you take it to something like this, and of course with one of those stencils in the background as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So you've got that lovely circle, that was the boho circle, wasn't it, stencil?
Yeah, I really like that. And seeing it in a different colourway to the black and white, it looks totally different,
it's quite,
doesn't it?
quite subtle if you go, you know, here with the cream and blue. It's really pretty. But it's just the perfect place to pop your sentiment, isn't it? It's just...
Definitely.
And then, of course, any florals are going to work lovely around a circle because it's almost like a wreath shape. But then here you can see,
brilliant,
without using the circle outline, of course you can cut that shutter into your card.
It's really good, isn't it, to be able to do that? And again, just £9.99 for you to be able to jump in and take advantage of that. The one other item that we have, obviously if you do want individuals on the web, but we have got that amazing bundle deal with the stencils, of course, that we can see with these as well. Down to £37.99 for you to be able to jump in and take advantage of this. And you know, you are getting so many 16 stencils that again you can emboss or you can ink with these. And again, they're really good priced individually if you wanted to go for them that way. But again, we've got some lovely samples that we can see of how to use these as well.
Because really you'll get such a different look depending on the colours you use. And then you can get experimental because you don't have to use all the layers.
No. I mean, look at the difference of that to that. When you think of the different size of card, the different colours, the same stencil.
Yeah, exactly. And keeping it all within one colour family. Within that, then you can do effects. You know, that blue card you're holding, you can see there's all sorts of effects going on within.
Yes, and then that's been used, obviously, the background there as well. But then you've got another stencil used as a centrepiece.
And then die cut. So it doesn't have to be a background because you do tend to think of stencils for backgrounds, but actually can be the focal point.
Yeah, definitely. So that is there for you as well. Any individuals that you want, of course, that are still available are on the web. But the biggest saving, £40 saving, is to go for those, of course, within that whole bundle that is available for you as well. It's just jam-packed, isn't it? And I think, you know, every single one of them, I'm going, well, you've saved this much, you've saved this much, you've saved this much. It's absolutely superb.
I love doing shows with Nikki because they're always incredible deals for you.
What I would say, and I have said it obviously across all the shows, I think that today's show particularly is a great day to really use that one-off P&P that we obviously offer.
Fabulous,
because obviously we've just had the most exceptional deals from Polkadoodles, the most brilliant low prices that you can see here. Of course, a little earlier we had Hunky Dory, who obviously brought us loads of different types of colouring mediums that again would work so well with so much you've seen here, but the prices for that were ridiculous as well. Obviously, we also have some Tangle angle, so you can kind of bring all of, like, a lot of elements can kind of work
in terms
over.
of things working together, yeah. And if you've
then,
already paid your P&P,
yeah, you can just kind of take advantage of every single one, which is what I love. And then obviously the brand new launch from Carnation Crafts as well. So what a day, really, which is just absolutely fantastic for you to be able to really maximise that P&P. Obviously upstairs they don't like it when we talk about this a lot. They're like, we lose so much money on this, and I'm like, oh well, it's not me. It's great for everybody at home.
It is great. You know, as someone that does also shop here, I think it's fabulous.
Yes, exactly. So do go back, of course, and have a look at those deals, and to make sure that you do get everything that you possibly can. Another great show tomorrow as well. We're kicking off with American Crafts. We've got Pretty and Paper by B back with us. Craft Retreat also joining us, and then oh, you here tomorrow?
I am.
I just suddenly spotted your face. I was like, oh, there you are. Tim Holtz Distress. Oh, that's an exciting show as well.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yes, we love a bit of Tim Holtz, don't we?
Yeah, definitely. So there we go. You'll be able to see you. And then, Cut by Hand as well. So another cracking show just
They've
there.
let Carla and I in the building at the same time.
Yeah.
That's a bad move.
I mean, that's worrying, isn't it? They're back to back to you there, though, so you're not in the green room together.
Yeah,
one's on, one's
they've
not.
scheduled that. Well, let's put Sharon on straight after. Then there's limited time for them to cause trouble.
I wish I was here to see what happens and what unfolds. But yes, loads of brilliant shows tomorrow as well. So do obviously join Sharon, join everybody else as well. But if there is anything in your basket today, check it out, because the thing is, once midnight hits, those prices go back up, and then you don't necessarily have those opportunities to be able to get those deals again. So I always think, for myself, I'm happy to buy things, but I'm even happier when I get it at a deal price.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, deal price. And then when you've already paid your P&P earlier in the day, it's a lovely feeling.
And I always tell everyone, it's like, I'd make a card like this, and then I'd be like, by the way, I got that for this price. You know? So thanks for joining me. I will see you at the weekend, but until